from space. And I immediately went back and called the company, Orbital Outfitters, that this was about, and I said, this is really fantastic. I'm in my senior year of college. What can I do? Who else is doing this? And they said, no one else is. Come work for us. So I worked for them, and continued after I graduated, and have continued as their biomechanical engineer. And I guess I'm here because I'd like to get more things going. This is a really good time for us to be having these meetings and these conversations, what with the NASA budget and everything that's available to us in terms of politics, market, and technology.
Let's try to pick it up from there. So, hi everyone, I'm Gregory. I work for a small but old company called Elwing, and we work on changing in a pretty radical way, bringing pretty advanced propulsion for satellites in order to have at least satellites who are a little less than just flying fuel tank as much as possible. So, and I'm traveling a lot because we are a small company with a global reach, so I am spending a lot of my time in planes. But when I'm done here, I'm very happy to come and mingle some people who are also trying to move the way space business is done. So I'm very eager to hear about all of you guys.
I think Greg probably tops even Mark for the furthest travel. Guess where he was last night? Or we were emailing probably about 11 p.m. or something. We were emailing. He was in Tokyo last night.
What?
He was in Tokyo, and then he had a meeting with JPL at LAX, and is here tonight. So if you see him nodding off, just just nudge him.
Yeah, please be nice to me. Look me up.
Hey, I'm Michael Clive, or Clive as most people in LA know me. I'm a professional hacker for DreamWorks Animation. I used to do feature film effects like 2012 or Mummy or all sorts of stuff like that. But well before that, I wanted to be a mechanical aerospace engineer. And I accidentally got really good at computer graphics and ended up, doing movies for a while. But I want to kind of get back into what really drives me. I've always had a very big dedication to space. I've always wanted to work in it, and my father was one of the founding members of the Challenger Society. And I have a very personal kind of connection to the new space movement because when my father passed away, I actually contracted Celestis Memorial Space Flights for a flight to the moon, which is currently pending. So I'm very excited to see new space kind of taking off, and I want to be involved in it in any way that I can, either through my skills in computer graphics or through even re-educating myself and becoming an actual motive employee behind the engineering of these vehicles. And speaking of which, if anybody knows how to do math, which I'm really not that great at, I need some help making my amateur rocket engines, which I have a little sample of here. That's what I'm doing here. So.
Maybe just if anybody just came in, there's food outside, pizza, drink, salad. Totally welcome to hit it. And you guys can introduce yourselves when we get around the table. Thanks, Mike.
I'm Tom Sanders. I'm a filmmaker, so my day job is cutting features, and my night job is writing feature screenplays like everybody else in LA, as well as cutting documentaries, and now moving toward making some. So I'm interested in being I'm a longtime NASA geek fan, and interested in the private space sector, and I don't really know exactly how I'm going to fit in or what I'm going to do, but I'm just sort of looking for a way in kind of to actual people, because my exposure to NASA is generally the NASA channel 24/7, 365, right? And
you know what the NASA channel is? Effing boring.
Oh my God.
Have you seen the Space is Boring
except for when they're showing cool stuff from space, that's cool. But when there's just people talking, like
yeah. I actually, during missions, I'm a complete geek. I will leave the NASA channel on my big screen television all day while I'm working on other shit, just because honestly, if I could sit in a room at JPL, just sit in the very room where they drive the rovers, just the proximity I would groove on that. I mean, I'm a complete geek. So I just somewhere out of this is going to come a couple of films somehow.
Well, you're here. I think that's the best thing you did. You showed up, and thank you.
Plus, come on, it's like less maintenance than a fishbowl.
I've watched Playing Acid TV myself, so I know. I mean, I've geeked out on it too. But if I show it to my mom's like, what is this? You know, show me a space shot. That's, you know.
They got the couple up now, though. Have you seen the photos from that?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so
Well, I'm Rich Lehman, and I guess my main interest here is commercialization of space. I'm an investor in a couple of companies. Before I retired, I was a technical guy in the space industry for a couple of different companies.
Notice the Rocket Racing League hat.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
one.